Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena Mana Burn. So, we've got a special deck for you today. So, I was browsing Reddit a couple of weeks ago, and I noticed one particular video popped up of a combo that I'd not really considered before. It's a combo between Gideon and Belzenlok. So, if we go into the deck, it's a 4-color monstrosity called What Just Happened. Yet again, before we start describing the deck, I should explain that this is a very bad deck. It contains a lot of rares and mythics, and none of those rares and mythics are particularly good in any other decks. So, build this deck at your own risk, is basically what I'm saying. So this is What Just Happened. So as I mentioned, there's a combo between Gideon of the Trials, which we'll get to the part that we use on Gideon, and Demon Lord Belzenlok. So Demon Lord Belzenlok is a 4 and 2 black, 6/6 flying trample, who's very good at drawing you lots of cards when Brawl eventually comes around, because we all know it's going to come to Arena. They might not have admitted it, but we all know it's coming. He's a good Brawl commander, I suppose. So when he enters the battlefield, you exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Then put that card into your hand. If the card's converted mana cost is 4 or greater, repeat the process. And then Demon Lord Belzenlok deals 1 damage to you for each card put into your hand this way. So he draws us a card. If it's 4 or greater, he draws us another card. If that's 4 or greater, he draws us another card, and it keeps on doing that. So what do we think we're doing with our deck? Well, in order to not die from that 1 damage to you for each card put in your hand this way, we're going to use Gideon of the Trials. And Gideon has a 0 ability. It's the only one that matters, because we're not going to be using Gideon as a Planeswalker. We are purely going to be using him for his emblem. 3 mana, 3 loyalty Planeswalker. 0, you get an emblem with as long as you control a Gideon Planeswalker, you cannot lose the game, and your opponents can't win the game. So if we can't lose, that means our life total can be as low as we want it to be. So Demon Lord Belzenlok can draw as many cards as we need him to, and we need him to draw all the cards. So, the way that this deck has been built, we have no cards below converted mana cost 4. You might say, well, we've got a Consign to Oblivion, we've got a Gideon, we've got a Never here, we've got a Spring. Those are all below 4. Not technically, actually. When they're in hand, or when they're being drawn from our deck, their converted mana cost is actually equal to the combined mana cost of both sides of these cards. So these are Aftermath cards. We can cast one, and then the Aftermath side, the Mind in this case, can be cast from our graveyard. So the converted mana cost of this card is actually 9, because it's 3 plus 6 on this one. Same goes for Oblivion, Consign to Oblivion. This one's 7 mana cost, so yet again, if we hit that with Demon Lord Belzenlok, we're going to keep drawing. And we have to use these cards, mostly because we need something to do in the early game. Specifically, in this case, we need that Spring in order to ramp up into our bigger spells. We need to get to the point where we hit all of our spells that are actually legitimately 4 and above, like Mastermind's Acquisition, which is going to help us find all of our combo pieces. So the way that this combo works is that we go Gideon of the Trials with 0, then Demon Lord Belzenlok, draw all the cards in the world. Hopefully, we either have the mana cost after all of that to play Omniscience, or we've played Omniscience before we do all of this. So Omniscience is a 10 mana, 3 blue enchantment spell that says you may cast spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. So we cast Omniscience, we then cast everything in our hand for completely free, which means when Demon Lord Belzenlok and Gideon combine together and we draw our entire deck, we can cast our entire deck for free. That's the idea anyway. Any pieces we need to find, we can find with Playing a Bridge, and we can also Mastermind's Acquisition. We are going to need a few of these though to actually win, because this is a winning card, don't get me wrong. So for 2 and 2 black, you can either search your library for a card and put it into your hand, so we go and find either Gideon or Belzenlok. It should be noted that Gideon is the only thing that Belzenlok would hit that would not kill us just instantly, so we do need him out of the deck so we can combo perfectly. Or we can actually use the second part of this card, choose a card from outside the game and put it into your hand. Outside the game now refers to the sideboard, so we're going to be using Mastermind's Acquisition to go into our sideboard, and then we're going to be killing our opponent with a shock. This card here is going to deal quite a lot of damage. There is no life total that our opponent could possibly get to in less than 3 hours that shock cannot just kill them instantly with. Why is that? Why does a 2 damage burn spell kill our opponent? Well, in addition to Swarm Intelligences, which are 7 mana enchantments, which we'll cast for free off of Omniscience when we draw our entire deck, so the mana cost isn't relevant. We will sometimes cast these, hard cast them, and use things like Hour of Promise to double cast and things like that. It is super powerful when you get one on the board. We're going to get all 4 on the board, though. That's the plan. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may copy that spell, and then you may choose new targets for the copy. So now, Shock is going to deal 4 damage. Well, that's not enough. That seems way not enough. Well, we've got Double Cast. Double Cast is double red for a sorcery speed. It says the next time you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Well, if we cast one of those, and we copy Shock with Swarm Intelligence on board, that's only, what, about 8 damage? Well, we're going to cast all of the double casts. So that's a lot of damage. I haven't done the math on what that one is. You can if you want, but there's no point. Because we're going to double cast 4 times, each double cast copying the last double cast for as many double casts as we've cast before it. That's a word soup right there. So we're going to cast all of these in one go, which are going to copy each other, copy each other, copy each other. And then we're going to cast Insult. Insult is 2 and a red, sorcery speed. It says damage can't be prevented this turn, and if a source you would control would deal damage this turn, it deals double that damage instead. So, we double cast, double cast, double cast, double cast. Then we Insult, and then for each double cast trigger that we got, bearing in mind that double cast will copy double cast, which will copy double cast triggers, we're going to double damage, then we're going to double damage, then we're going to double damage, and we're going to keep doubling, 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 doubling until it's an exponential, ridiculous amount. And then Shock is going to deal well over 1 million damage. Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. There's an Omniscience in here just in case we need to grab it with Mastermind's Acquisition, in case they destroy this enchantment somehow. So that's just something to be aware of. It's a backup Omniscience. So, that's the plan. How do we get there? Well, we've got Never to Returns in order to kill creatures. Yet again, this is one that is higher than 4 converted mana costs, even though it doesn't say it is. So it's a 3 mana removal spell. It's the best one we've got. Destroy a creature or planeswalker. Aftermath can create some tokens. Spring to Minds can fetch as a land. The Aftermath allows us to draw 2 cards. Very nice with Swarm Intelligence, because we can actually draw 4 cards for 6 mana, which is decent value. Excuse me. We can also survive using Cleansing Novas as well. 3 and 2 white to destroy all creatures or to destroy all artifacts and enchantments. If we're going off, we're not going to be using that second ability, but if we're not going off, then it's fair game, because we're likely not going to hit anything. So both of those are good options if we need to take care of some enchantments of our opponents. And then 4 copies of Fumigate as well. 3 and 2 white to destroy all creatures, and then you gain 1 life for each creature destroyed this way. The life gain is going to be hyper relevant because we are going to be durdling like crazy for the first couple of turns. Until we get to this Fumigate, we're not really going to be doing anything impactful to the board. We're not going to be adding anything, nothing at all. So the life gain is going to matter big time. Hour of Promise is another way of keeping ourselves safe. So 5 mana, 4 and a green, to search your library for up to 2 land cards and put them onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. If you control 3 or more deserts, then you get to put 2 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the field. So those 2 zombies are there purely for blocking potential. We are running a hell of a lot of deserts in this deck. It makes the mana base actually garbage, but it does generate some zombies, and with Swarm Intelligences around and things like that, we can double this up and go for 4 lands, make 4 tokens, that kind of thing. So we can really stay alive that way. That's basically the deck. If I go to the mana base, as I mentioned, we've got lots of deserts. So Desert of the True is a tapped white land, which we can cycle for 1 and a white, so we can dig through our deck to find what we need. We also have the blue version, and the black version, and the green version. So Hour of Promise is most likely going to be taking all of the deserts and the tapped lands out of our deck, so that we only draw into untapped lands, things like that. We got 2 plains, 1 island. This maybe should be in a second island, actually. 2 swamps, 2 forests. I don't really know which basic you would take out over the island, but we do sometimes need that second island for things like mind, sorry. After that, we've got 2 glacial fortresses that come into play tapped unless you control the plains or islands. So we count basics, but we also count these tapped cycle lands as well. These are plains and islands. We've also got the fetid pools and the scattered groves as well, just to cover any of our buddy lands, which we are running Sun Petal Grove, Drowned Catacomb, Isolated Chapel, and Glacial Fortress. That is essentially the mana base. It's about as good as I think it can get. You may notice a lot of this rotates, but to be honest, the combo rotates, so I'm not really bothered about rotation proof. This is going to be a dead deck in a couple of weeks, which is why I'm making sure that I get this video out as soon as possible. So I really hope you guys enjoy this deck. We're only getting a game in on this one, but it is a doozy, and this video should go on long enough anyway. So I hope you enjoy the game that's coming right up, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Okay, so because this deck is stupid, you want to pick a hand that's got quite a fair amount of lands, and I think 3 is the bare minimum. We also have a Never, and we can get to maybe an Hour of Promise with this hand. I think we're going to keep it. This is a dead card. This might save our life. Let's go. Alright, hello opponent. How's it hanging? Cleansing Nova. Alright. You may notice an abundance of board wipes as well. We're going to need those for later. This deck. Oh my god. It's a monstrosity. Alright. What have you got? Oh god. That can't be good. Alright. Show me the white lands. Okay, so we've got a forest for spring, which can get me a plains. I'm going to have to go for the plains over the swamp, I think. The swamp would get me Never. The plains would get me board wipes. I'm going to need those. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, no. Okay. Spring. Give me your plains. Boom. Oh, I forgot to change the art on me basics. I'll do that after this game, I reckon. Come on, right. This is going to be atrocious. Oh, no, it's just a Gonti. All right. Feast your eyes on my beautiful deck, opponent. Is this going to be like, lol, what? Well, we know there's a good chance that he's going to have to tap out for an entire turn in order to play anything he hits there. If he takes Gideon or Belzenlok, though, it's going to be next to impossible for us to win. Yippee! Alright, well we got Hour of Promise next, which can get us 2 desert plains, I guess. Oh god, if he's snagged our win condition, I swear down. Ooh, Glacial Fortress, nice. Alright, well we don't need 2 desert plains now, we can get a desert swamp. So a desert plains, or a desert swamp, and we got the forest. I guess I'll just get the other desert swamp. I don't think it really matters. Hopefully, he taps out here entirely. Do it. Tap out into my fumigate opponent. Not quite what I had in mind. That's nasty. Sure. I'll trade a Gonti for some tokens. I don't mind. The reason why it kills both of mine is because 1 damage, any amount of damage, is enough to kill a creature, so double blocking there, he only deals 1 to each creature because that's all you need. Okay, let's go with Swarm Intelligence and just hope he doesn't, like, slap down a Brontodon or something like that. We're actually not in an awful position. Surprisingly. We need better cards, but other than that... Okay, here they come. But we're going to be able to, like, draw 4 off of Mind because of Swarm Intelligence. That's a fair amount of damage hit a land. Dang it. Ugh. That's a 7/7. Alright, well, we're gonna need this fumigate. So let's get fuming. And leave a green open, because I'm gonna spring as well. Might as well copy it. There's no harm. Not that it does anything. But sending a message. So we're taking 7, then we're gaining 2. And our opponent's got nothing on board. He's got 2 cards. We know he's getting a Branch Walker. But he's not getting additional counters because we kill his Constrictor. And then we can never that. If he doubles down on creatures, never gets copied. Just gotta fade a Walking Ballista for the rest of the game, really. Alright. Sure. Why not? Get that double fumigate. Make sure all of those pesky critters are gone. Alright, and then sorcery speed on the Never, so there's no value in holding it. There is value in doubling up our Glacial Fortress. Alright, okay. I guess trying to influence my decision, Spring. Is that what you're trying to do? Won't be having none of that. Okay. Okay. We're so close. So close. Wildgrowth Walker. Nice. Tomb Robber. We're full on Explore, so we're not like just black-green counters with some extra value in there. His life total's irrelevant. Alright, we get to double Never him here so that we can double Mind. So let's kill you. Boop. Make a copy of that. Kill you. It's a forest. And we're going to draw 4 cards. And we need to find like Mastermind's Acquisition or any of our combo pieces. Okay, there's more removal. More lands. Ugh. Ugh. This isn't going how I expected. We can't, unfortunately, Cleansing Nova and pick the other option, because it is a copy. The only thing this changes is actually the targets. Oh, you got a Mastermind's Acquisition. Ugh. Is that going to go get a Ballista, or do we reckon? Could go get Brontodon for our Swarm Intelligence. It's not the worst thing in the world, since we will likely be using the fullest extent of this card pretty soon. I could Hour of Promise. Actually, how much mana have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we can actually do both Mind and Hour of Promise. So I'm going to Hour of Promise first. Gonna get 4 lands out of my deck. Let's just grab all of the deserts. Oh, actually, this one can get the fetid... Oops. Oh, the fetid pools and the farmland. And then let's Mind. And if he goes to kill our Swarm Intelligence now, we've gotten so much value out of it that it doesn't really matter. This one's a Drowned Catacomb. Oh my god, please. Please. Okay, we're probably just going to consign something. Dump the... I guess the Sun Petal Grove. We're going to cycle the desert at some point if I don't have to consign right here. Oh, it's so close to just being perfect. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, at least it dies. We will murder this thing. And I won't be consigning it. Right. Come on. Why? Whatever. Give me a good card. Mastermind's Acquisition 1 time. 1 time. Let's go. Whoa, he's done it. He's done it. He's the world's greatest. Okay, so Now we just need to naturally draw... Actually, no, we can... Yeah, we can go with Belzenlok and Gideon. I think we can pay for all of this. Belzenlok and Gideon. Play Gideon. 0 Gideon. I'm going to have to kill this walking ballista before I do that. So 3, 6, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got enough mana to do that. And then Gideon needs to survive 1 turn. Or enough turns for us to find our omniscience. So let's... I could fumigate. I don't need these zombie tokens. Actually, would I have the mana for that? 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But do I have... Oh my god. I think I've got the life total to make this work. I need double white and leave double white for Gideon. I need double black. So yeah, we should be fine doing this. So he's going to ping us for 3, and then we're going to gain 4 back. Which is a buffer against another walking ballista. If that's a walking ballista, we're dead. If it isn't, we should be all good. Okay, Gideon. Are you ready for this? 0 Gideon.
It's time to give up.
Oh, actually, no, because I'll be discarding to hand size. Oh no. Alright, well. I haven't thought this through. Not well enough. So I'm just going to leave a... Oh, I can't even leave a consign up. Huh. Oh god, I've really not thought this through. Screw it. If he consigns our Gideon, we're dead. I really didn't think this one through. Yeah, all the lands out. Okay. Look at our board state, Jesus Christ. Alright. That's fine. Yeah. Reclamation Sage, he leaves that on top, that's fine. Tomb Robber. That's fine. Yeah. Last card. What's your last card? Okay, so we got 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so let's take up Gideon. On Constricted, doesn't really matter. We've got the Gideon emblem, so we can't die from Belzenlok. So let's use all of our black. All of our green, I guess. And watch the train go! First time. Alright. So this trigger is very slow, by the way. It'll do this. But it'll run through quickly if we hit a land. But yeah, we win now. We just keep going through our entire deck. We hit Omniscience. I won't explain it. I'll just fast forward. No, he's good gaming me. Don't. -10. Right, so let's play Omniscience. You might be wondering why we're not dead. It's very possible. Bloop. Bloop. Now all of our cards are free. Please don't scoop. Please don't scoop. Play Swarm Intelligence for free. And a nice him. Play Swarm Intelligence for free. Swarm Intelligence for free. Alright, so everything gets mega boosted. We're gonna Mastermind's Acquisition for free. Go into our sideboard 5 times. First one's gonna go grab as a shock. Next one's gonna go grab as a double cast. This one's gonna grab us another double cast. So is this one. Oh, thank you, opponent, for not scooping. I really appreciate that. This one's gonna grab us a double cast. This one outside the game. Please don't scoop. Please don't scoop. Please don't scoop. This is literally the first time I've been allowed to do this. Decline. 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 And yeah, sure. Grab Omniscience. Alright, so double cast for free. Copied, copied, copied. So, double cast is getting copied several times, which says the next instant and sorcery I cast gets copied. I think my opponent's tapping out, so he loses priority. Alright, so copy 1,000,000 times. And we'll do it again. I'm gonna break the game with triggers. There we go. All those copied triggers. Oh, yes. Oh, this is glorious. Then I'm gonna double cast again. All those are gonna get copied. How much damage can a single shock do? Let's find out. Yeah. Yeah. We're almost done. Almost there. Okay. Insult. Copy that 1,000,000 times. Oh, I forgot one double. No, I forgot a double cast. Alright, well, we couldn't do the maximum amount, but we're doubling every single time for this trigger. Doubling the damage that we would deal here. I've forgotten one double cast, so we're missing out on a couple of million damage, I think. Alright. And let's give our opponent the good game for being so kind. Point this at you from 29. Copied 1,000 times. This one's gonna kill this guy. Don't scoop. Don't scoop. I really regret hitting. That was a big number. That was a very big number. Did anyone see it? Because it kind of, it went onto 2 lines. Alright, this one's coming up face. From 29 down to... Da 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 da! Come on. Let's see the number. That's a big number. That's, yeah, 2,017,000, I think. Or is it 2,097,097, something like that. And we didn't even actually do the last double cast. Well, we managed that one. Beautiful. So it seems that nobody really wants to go through the slog of watching us win with our combo deck, so it's going to have to just be the one game, unfortunately. But at least it was a doozy of a match, and we managed to get it off just the same. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you really do enjoy Mana Burn and the series in general, and the channel in general, be sure to support the channel by liking, subscribing, and especially hitting that little bell icon as well. I say this every week, but I genuinely mean it as well. I got messages from people saying they don't actually get my videos in the sub feeds anymore. So the best way to make sure that you see my videos as they come up every week is to hit that bell icon. So make sure to slap it down immediately as soon as you get the chance. And do that for the rest of your favourite content creators as well, because you don't want to miss a video. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.